Hi everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just gonna try to wait until we get to close to 10 minutes. So once you enter this chat, just make sure you like this live and you share it as well. Thanks. Let's see. Hi Deshonda. Hi My Opinion. Hopefully everybody's Monday. Is today Monday? No. Oh, my days are off. Wait. Yeah, it is Monday. Hopefully everybody's Monday is going well. I know this today and yesterday it was like very lit in the Love Marriage Huntsville sector. Everybody was like going in on both sides. Since that snippet of the show was released, and I just found out the snippet that I didn't watch because it wasn't on YouTube. I didn't see it. Hey Satin. Hey Satin baby doll. But like I think that snippet of the Limousine, this song fits it very well. Slap on my nut, like corn on the cob. Check in with me and do your job. Lay on the bed and give me head. Don't have to ask, don't have to beg. Juicy is my name, sex is my game. Let's call the boys, let's run a train. Squeeze on my neck, lick on my butt, then not your curly head. Please don't touch. Yeah, that fits it very well. That fits it very well. The entire time I was rewatching that episode, I was just thinking about that song, Stop and Why Not. Let's see. Hey, Demetria. I'm just waiting till everybody get in. Exactly. Classic. I was going to start at 7:30 because I saw Miss Wanda was on, but I was like, dang, if I continuously push it, I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm trying to go to the gym tonight. I got to stick with a routine. Okay, we got 7. Make sure we got 7 likes then. Let me see. Let's see. How many likes we have? Okay. Did y'all like Kendrick's performance? It's mixed reviews about his performance last night. I mean, I'm a Libra, so I understand everybody's perspective in regards to it. Some people are saying sometimes they don't want to, I guess, watch something and everything is regarding being woke. Sometimes they just want to be entertained and relaxed. I guess that's what everybody's saying on TikTok. Now, what everybody's saying on Instagram and Facebook is a bit different. Hello, Miss Sapphire. Hi, is it Anasty? I did watch like snippets of it. Like, was he able to perform some of his old songs, like Money Trees? Okay, that's good. Cause I really not into football. I mean NFL like that. I really don't watch it unless it's my boyfriend's team or the Bears. Other than that, if both our teams are not playing, then I'm not watching it. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's different perspectives on different platforms. I think people on TikTok are really like, we didn't want to see that. Okay, we have 5 minutes in. Let's see how many likes we have. Okay. I'm really trying to wait till I get close to 10 minutes. Lord have mercy. I really don't want to work out. How? Wait, you said it took a few to get option to join in when you hit your button. Wait, what do you mean? Y'all was having trouble getting in? What'd I do? Oh, let me go on my YouTube real quick. Let's see. I didn't know that. Let me see. Pause. I'm trying to check this out. Full of passion. What was wrong with the link? Like, was it when you were clicking it? Was it pausing? Was it like an error alert? Hopefully not. Okay, we almost to 7 minutes. Oh, and I also can't wait to tell y'all about my reality TV show. I'm so excited. I'm trying to wait until end of March to, I guess, announce the information regarding the casting calls. But I'm like, I keep telling myself I gotta wait. Don't try to rush. Oh yeah. What do you use on your own skin? To be honest, I think it's called CeraVe. And thank you too. And I also still use Vaseline. I know people use like special products. It's CeraVe and Vaseline for me. That's it. That's all I use. And I also do get a facial, like a deep facial, once a month or once every 2 months. So if you're in the Chicago area, go to Self Care Spa and Lounge. I go there and get my facials. It's Black owned. Alrighty, righty. I think we're close to the mark. Oh, what's calm? Okay, I thought something was going on with my laptop. I was gonna say, oh shit. Okay, so I'm not going to break down the entire episode of part 2 of the reunion, but let me just say this. I'm really looking forward to episode 3 with Stormy Steele. Hopefully that's the last episode. I heard that it was only 3 parts to this reunion. We don't need 4 or 5. I mean, 3 is good enough. But anyway, I hope they dive into the situation between her and Melody, as well as what happened with Kiki, RIP. I think I said enough in last week's live regarding the Kimmy versus Melody situation. I noticed that in a couple people's other lives, they were saying that Kimmy had misdirected her energy towards Melody, which could be true. 2 things can be true at once, but let me give you a heads up on something. Yes, it could be true that the energy was misdirected, but Melody definitely had it coming. In her confessionals, Melody was getting bold when it came to Maurice and Kimmy's lipstick on a shirt situation, lipstick on a shirt gate. She was spreading that information to her bloggers and then bringing it to the show as well. So yeah, that energy was well deserved. Also, when I was watching the last season reunion of Mob Wives, I know I've been talking about that I'm going to review Mob Wives. It's just a lot been going on. But the last season, the reunion of Mob Wives, that I think was 3 episodes or 2 episodes of Mob Wives of the last season, right? I noticed that the entire cast is watching confessionals where their castmates were talking about them negatively. And the producers were clearly gassing them up for when the cast would reunite. And that's the vibe I'm getting from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Kimmy was hyped. Like, she was a bit hyped. That Baltimore was coming out. And I think they probably got the green light to speak their minds about Melody freely. That's what I think that happened. They probably don't show us, but I honestly was thinking that maybe they was watching everybody's confessionals before reuniting with the cast. And once they finished watching their confessionals and they reunited, it was game on. That's what I was getting. But that energy that Kimmy gave to Melody was well deserved. Like 9 seasons of Melody's bullshit, very much well deserved. Oh yeah, okay. I need to rewatch it because I know everybody's been talking about it all day on TikTok. I just don't like that. I'm going off, but I just don't like that now because they're saying Kendrick Lamar's performance was just too wokey woke. That's what they were saying. They don't understand what I'm trying to say. They're now questioning everybody that's jumping on the bandwagon of Not Like Us when it comes to Drake. And now they're joining Drake's bandwagon saying like they cannot wait until he comes back. But I was like, did we forget what Kendrick Lamar said in his song? He said probably a minor. Like, did we forget that lyric? Did everybody forget that lyric? And this is what my problem with some people, like they pick and choose when it's okay to give a pedo or abuser a pass. Hi, Kenya. Yeah, I feel like they're giving Drake a pass because now they're starting to not like Kendrick. And look, and you know what? I even made a video about this on TikTok. Like, I love Kendrick Lamar's songs. I love his music. I support him, but I was giving him a side eye too when it came to Dr. Dre because Dr. Dre is a well-known abuser. I don't like that man. Don't like that man whatsoever. And I was like, why is he trying to support Kendrick or jump on a bandwagon, not a bandwagon, but like joining the support of Kendrick against Drake? Like, we didn't forget what you did to D Barnes. Like, we didn't forget that. Or Michelle, we didn't forget that. But also, Drake, you're, you are a pedo as well. And then now everybody's making excuses. Well, 15, 16 back in the day is basically like 25 now. No, the fuck it's not. No, it's not. Sorry. No, it's not. But anyway, this is not the topic of this review. It's not. And maybe that's the Libra in me. I was looking at both sides. Like, I understand everybody's perspective, but I'm not liking that now y'all saying, like, we can't wait for Drake's comeback. No, fuck that man. He got good music, but no, fuck him. I'm not supporting no pedo. And I also, like, talked about, like, how, yeah, like I mentioned before, people pick and choose who to support when it comes to pedos and abusers. They still support R. Kelly. I don't play R. Kelly's music. I don't. I stopped playing that man's music. Yes, his songs are, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Anytime there's a stepping show in Chicago, they're gonna play his music. I'm just gonna walk out, or I don't even listen. I like pretend like it's not being played. But I remember when I was in South Africa, they were playing R. Kelly heavily. They played him at the bar, the restaurant, the Ubers, the hotels. And I was asking my friend, like, do they know what R. Kelly did? Like, I know they know. They have to know here. She's like, yeah, they know. They just don't care. So again, like, people pick and choose who to support when it comes to abusers and pedos. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. Okay, so we're gonna jump into Melody versus Neill. Oops, sorry. Neill has been really getting on my nerves lately. The ice on the cake was the comment about her age. Well, Destiny's age and her son. When it comes to Destiny's age, my grandma used to let me watch The Dynasty with Diane Carroll. She used to she used to save it on a VHS, and she had me watching it. Yeah, I remember watching Dominique Devereaux, and she would say, "A lady never tells her age." Yeah, a lady never tells her age. And I'm trying to figure out why in the hell is Neill is like so adamant about knowing Destiny's age. We all know Destiny's age, but if Destiny doesn't want to say it on live national TV, she doesn't have to. What's the problem? She was killing me with it. But let me not jump ahead. This scene about Melody versus Neill, Melody laughed at Neill's face and basically said, "I've mentored you in the past." Well, Neill said to Melody, "I've mentored you in the past." And Melody responded with, in this flashback, "What exactly have you mentored me in?" Melody then laughed, ran across the kitchen like a fucking hyena, like a bobblehead running. Her head was just bobbing and weaving. Neill was explaining that what she meant by mentor, and Melody responded, "I have a therapist, God, and my mama for mentoring." Well, we clearly see that and do shit for you whatsoever. If your mama was your mentor and your therapist, they didn't do a fucking good job. Because look how you turn out right now. And I'm being honest, honestly. Hey, Mickey, a headache. Yeah, she was laughing her ass. I was like, damn, what's funny? That wasn't funny. I wasn't laughing. Now this time I agree with him because the way Melody ran across the room looking like again a bobblehead, she basically downplayed what Neill had done for her and showed her true feelings to Neill. It's clear her services are no longer needed. Neill doesn't need to be Melody's friend or mentor because she never valued her as either. This just proves what Kimmy, Tisha, and Martel have been saying for years, seasons about Melody. Melody can't keep friends, and when she does have one, it's only to use them for what she needs and then toss them aside once she's done. What? Guidelines? I had guidelines in my shit? I gotta look into this. I'm still learning StreamYard. I just literally found out about like the timeline of the countdown and the background. The backdrops. I just found out about that. Hey, Miss Bree. We have 16. Let me see how many likes we have. I am not excited to go to the gym. Oh, I'm really not. Let's see how many likes we have. Why is my thing? Okay. Yeah, Melody is full of shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's lean. I'm actually using all the old school products. Like y'all remember? I forgot the name of the grease. Hold on. Let me go get the grease real quick. I'm gonna pause this real quick. Hold on. Okay, so regarding the grease, I decided to use the old school greases that I used to use when I was a child, and I still use Canvas Beauty as well, hair products. But the two greases that I use is Blue Magic, if you know, then you know, and Super Grow. Those are the only two that I use because I was using Millie, whatever her product is. It wasn't working for me. I used her products for 5 years, and my ish. Oh, Destiny's coming on live. Oh, damn. Today is Monday. Oh, damn. Okay, then I'll make this real quick. Okay, so where was I? Oh, and also in response to Marcel and Tisha regarding Melody can say in response to both of them, discussing the issue with her is that Neill's feelings are her feelings, and that just sounds like she doesn't value Neill and is dismissing her feelings. When she was alone with Marcus, all she kept on saying was that she felt the energy wasn't right on stage and that she felt like she was being ganged up on, which tells me she still doesn't take accountability at her big ass age. Isn't Melody in isn't she like in her late 30s, early 40s now? And she's still just saying the energy was off on stage and Neill's feelings are her feelings. That doesn't sound like a grown, like a woman who takes accountability. Oh yeah, Melly is still saying that it's still black owned, even though we can clearly look it up and it's not black owned anymore. But she wants to be in denial all the freaking time. I wish she wasn't on TikTok because the way she acts on TikTok, I'm definitely not supporting her products. Yeah, I use Canvas Beauty shampoo, deep conditioner, and hair oil. But yeah, I love her products. But I'm gonna stick to the grease as well because that's definitely been growing my hair. Old school way. Now let's go into like Megamind, Ostrich, aka Melody, and Destiny. Megamind. Megamind, every time I see you on my screen, feel very uncomfortable, not because of your big faux fat head, but because everything that comes out of your mouth is a fucking lie. I can't believe you came on this show and ruined your reputation and producer career. Who will want to work with you in film after this? I certainly wouldn't. And it's not hard to believe that Moses went out there to be around Destiny or to be on the show. And he's not there because he loves you, Megamind. Because let's be honest, he doesn't. We can all see that. Clearly, everybody sees that. Even the millimeters bitches, those bitches, those bingo brigade bitches, they clearly see that. We all can see that he is not committed to you. It's that's not really a marriage, and he doesn't love you. Clearly. I'm seeing comments. Sunni is that type of person that you can never trust. It's unfortunate that she doesn't understand and will not be accountable for her actions. Also, it's not delusional to think that Melody and Sunni were in cahoots with one another, because Melody has a history of bringing on people to go after her cast members, her castmates, her colleagues. We know this because of Alonda, Kiki, etc. But I bet if we brought Coleslaw on, if they brought them on, it would be a problem. She would have a huge, major problem. But I don't think they would bring Coleslaw on. Now, even if she's off the show now, they wouldn't bring her on. But yeah, back to Megamind. I was rewatching the reunion before I got on, and I can't believe that she's really trying to paint herself to be a victim. That I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Is she really trying to paint herself out to be a victim? And honestly, Melody's fake concern and fake friendship wasn't helping either. I'm like, this shit is really fake. Megamind, it's crazy that you can't see how wrong it was to also post Destiny's son and imply that LeBerick isn't his dad, knowing that you kind of threatened Destiny online during that time. Because I remember you were going to reveal what happened to her in her marriage with LeBerick. And to me, that's just completely out of line. Then you had the nerve to claim that Destiny wasn't talking about you on her podcast. Well, Destiny was talking about you on her podcast, which is false, because I've listened to Destiny's podcast. I mean, I've watched it, played it in the background, and I watched her and Coach Dion most of the time. And most of the time they were either sharing like life lessons or reviewing the show, but they never talked about Megamind negatively. They never dragged Megamind like Megamind been dragging Destiny for months now. So exactly, I'm just trying to see where exactly are you getting this information from that Destiny was like dog walking you verbally on her podcast, because I wasn't seeing it. Unless like you were getting that information from your big fat head or out of your ass, one of the two. Kimmy went easy on Mel. The goalpost standard has to change, and Mel being only one, not as to be. It's a creative division and it's welcome. Yeah. I'm like, this episode was tense. Now, before we proceed to the last snippet of what happened in that scene that they didn't show in the TV show this past Saturday, I just found out about that snippet today. Really, no, actually, it was late last night, early this morning. I found out about that snippet, and I'm like, how the hell did they release this snippet? And it was from a millimeter. And then also they said it was on this site or app called Philo. And I'm like, why would y'all release the unedited version on Philo and not on OWN? Because sooner or later, like, somebody was going to find out. And clearly the millimeters found out and released that thinking that it was in support of Melody when it really wasn't in support of Melody, and made her look dumb as fuck. No. Anyway, now let's get into the term grooming. Grooming refers to the process of building trust and emotional connection with someone, often a vulnerable person, to exploit or abuse them later. This is typically a gradual process where the groomer manipulates the person to get them into a position where they can control them or harm them. So I was talking to another content creator that brought up an interesting point, suggesting that grooming might have come into play because Melody was an executive producer on the show. And I know how people like to flip-flop saying, like, she was an executive producer, it wasn't a vanity title, and it was a vanity title. So honestly, don't know. But anyway, The idea is that she may have been encouraging others to watch or join what was happening in the limousine and possibly putting pressure on them to, like, yeah, watch or participate. But the question was raised: did they have a choice to leave if they wanted to, or were they worried their jobs were at risk if they like didn't watch or join? It's a valid concern, especially when power dynamics are at play in these situations, and it raises the question of whether there was undue influence or pressure involved. So a lot of people are saying like the term grooming wasn't, like, Destiny shouldn't use the word grooming, but I mean, after talking to this content creator, it makes complete sense that possibly it was grooming, especially when Melody was an executive producer. Melody was trying in all her might and all her power on this show to even try to get Destiny fired from the show. She didn't want Destiny to be on the show. She tried that too with Miss Wanda. She didn't want Miss Wanda to be on the show. I think it came out that she told one of the showrunners that it's either me or Wanda. And that's why Miss Wanda wasn't on for the season or two. So, like, I can see where grooming comes into play because Melody kind of abuses her power. Hate to say it. Okay, let's see. I mean, like, we have, let's see. Oh, let's see. What? Okay. I need to learn how to like upload like backdrops or something on here because I got a couple pictures I want to post, but oh well. I'm gonna drop the link. If anybody wants to come up, because if not, then I'm gonna hop to Destiny's live real quick. But I can't wait to part 3 of the reunion. I'm so excited for that. I told my boyfriend, we're celebrating Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day and the next day afterwards. So it's gonna be like a 2-day weekend, I think. Hi. Hey Khadijah. But yeah, I told him like we could go out, we could do whatever, but at 7 p.m. Central Time, I want you to love and marry Huntsville. Because I want to see this reunion. I want to see this last part. Hey, making a headache.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
I am good. I'm sick of these people, but I'm good.
So there's a couple questions I was going to put in the chat. Do you think Melody and Sunni were in cahoots, or is there more to the story that we haven't seen yet?
I think Melody and Sunny were in cahoots to attack Destiny. I think once Mel set her sights on Destiny being public enemy number one in her eyes, she
Mm-hmm.
was trying to find ways to destroy her. And I think that's one of the reasons why she decided that she wanted to befriend LeBaric. Not that, I think they were cool, but the way she tried to turn him into her best friend and, oh, his food is so good and he's this and that and
Right.
all that extreme praise that started to pop up.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like Sunny was working on the show. Then randomly she marries the man that used to be with Destiny and now she's on, like, it makes no sense. Why are you here? If not to disrupt Destiny's life, if not to attack her. Literally, you being on the show made absolutely no sense. Why are you here? Because you had nothing to bring. Like, her only purpose was being an antagonist and pissing Destiny off. And initially, remember, it was working. Destiny was crying. She was upset. It was all these emotions. And then, and I used to be sitting here like, Destiny, please stop. Like, I don't care if you're mad. I don't care if you're upset. I don't care if you want to cry. Don't let them see it.
Yeah,
Cry.
I kept asking myself when I was rewatching that reunion, well, part 2 of the reunion, like, it does not make any sense why Sunny would risk her career for Moses in this whole situation. Like, I'm just trying to understand, something's not clicking for me, unless like they were literally in cahoots to try to bring Destiny down.
Because even her conversation, when she talks about Moses, it's that same weird, like, well, he married me. Okay, so what? You don't even know him. You don't know him. He doesn't know you. You had an entire live where you were talking to somebody that was supposedly a brother of his, which we find out is just somebody that was in jail with him while
Oh,
he was
that's
in
not his brother?
jail.
His blood
No, that
brother?
wasn't his real brother. No, that wasn't his brother. Then, we further the conversation, and when this man comes on TV, he's talking about Destiny. Oh, she always be forever. I still have feelings for her. Like I'm always gonna have love for her. Baby, I thought he loved you.
And he didn't have
You
his wedding ring on when he met her in person.
right. And you out here going through that man's phone, which is why you got all pissed off, and which is why she let her slip show and she posted that picture of Law. You posted that picture of Destiny's baby because you were pissed off. It wasn't an
Sweet.
accident. It wasn't a faux pas. It wasn't a whoopsie. Then you turned around and posted a picture of Maury and tried to say, well, that could have been for anybody. It is diabolical for you to play with the paternity of somebody's child when you are trying to have one of your own.
Right. And I don't even think she's able to because Moses in jail. Doesn't she need the sperm for IVF?
She does. She does. And unless you had it and they put it in a centrifuge and do all the things they need to do, you might need a fresh sample. I don't know where you're gonna get it from.
There's also some other questions I have. I have a list. I was just writing so many down. So, do you agree with Kimmy misdirecting her energy towards Melody, or was the energy well deserved in your opinion? Because I know it's a lot of people in other lives are saying like she misdirected her energy, and I was like, nah, I think it's well deserved.
I think it's well deserved, and I think it was a long time coming. I
Yeah,
think that moment was the buildup of so many disrespectful things that Mel has done, and I think that they all collectively allow her to do things. It's like if I came on your channel and I said, "Oh, you don't know how to work StreamYard," but you let it go. Then I come back up and I say, "Well, you don't know how to do this," and you let it go. Eventually, I'm going to strike a nerve where you're
I
going
am
to
too.
bite back because I've been picking. And Mel has been picking at everybody. And Kimmy finally hit her point. She was at that moment where it was like, okay, you know what? I done had enough. And Mel wants everybody to have her life. You want everybody to have a husband that cheated on them just so y'all can have some Three Musketeers. Like, I don't even know what you want. Why do you want everybody to be cheated on just because you were cheated on?
Right.
That's your story. That's your ministry. Keep that. And I do believe, even if there's infidelity in either of the Scott's marriages, they would not bring it to the public, even if it's true.
Yeah, I would handle it behind the scenes. That's something private.
Yeah, because why would I, if you have that type of issue, and what if me and my husband work it out?
Right.
Then now I got to come back and Tyler's on her channel talking about, well, she was getting cheated on. And then Butterflies on her, they was getting cheated on, and so on and so forth. Now you have all these content creators talking about your marriage. No, I don't want that. Mel was okay with it because Mel wanted to destroy Martel. And in my opinion, she also wanted to destroy the rest of the people on the show when they would no longer fall in line.
And I also think they wanted to work out their marriage. They wanted their marriage to work out.
Hi, Marcella.
Hi, Marcella. Yeah, they wanted to work it out. That's why I think they handled it behind the scenes. If it's true that one of them cheated.
Right. And
Mhm.
why would you allow that? Because what we know to be true, people are very fickle. And they wake up one day and they love you, then the next day they hate you. But if they know something negative about you, they're like, these people are vicious and they hold on to your negativity. And every time you make two steps forward, somebody will say, but he cheated on you. Okay, but if we work that out, like I'm not having that conversation. And I think Mel went out of her way to keep trying to bring those things up. So when Kimmy finally bit back at her, I think that was well deserved. And I think it took longer than it should have, but I'm glad she finally did it.
She wasn't yelling like she usually does, and she wasn't denying the stuff that was being laid out regarding the threesomes and stuff.
When the truth comes out, Mel gets real different.
She has an
When
ostrich
she
look.
that neck was stretching. When she feels backed into a corner and this I'm a scorpion, I sting people,
Hmm.
her thing is she's calculated, but she does not work well. She doesn't think on her feet.
Hmm.
She's very calculated. She's very smart. She's very calculated and very manipulative. What she is not is the type of person that can think on their feet. She got to go back. She got to get with her people. She got to get with her minions. They got to have the secret squirrel meetings. They got to all sit together and figure out how to attack. But when she gets called out in real time, she has no idea how to handle herself.
Just like kind of like Martel a little bit. He don't think on his feet. Well, he doesn't know how to like respond back to like people pushing back on him or giving him like negative feedback, whatever. He doesn't know how to respond. He acts like a
And
child a little bit, and they act kind of similar in that way.
oh, they're definitely one and the same. And I think Martell in his head, like his brain is working where he knows what he wants to say. He can't get it out. I think the difference between the two of them, I think Martell knows his thought and wants to get it out and can't. I don't think she knows her thoughts. I feel like she does not have her own identity. And she has kind of taken on the identity of these millimeters and of these people under her, and they puppeteer her. So when people start questioning her over things that they haven't told her, she gets stuck because she didn't have
Yeah.
any answers. She was stuck for like a response. Like, no, ma'am, you're usually jumping at people. Why you not yelling now? Why you not cussing now? Why you not jumping up in nobody's face? Kind of seems like they telling the truth, huh?
So, do you think it's true what happened in the limousine scene?
Absolutely.
Now, what did
Absolutely.
they say really? Because I was just like fast forwarding through.
What I heard was that she was giving she decided to bless him on her knees in front of the crowd. And they were asked to participate, join in, or work on each other. It was like, hey, you gonna chicken neck, you gonna chicken neck, and everybody else said no.
Mm,
And as I understand it, she chose to go ahead and go through with it in front of people. And honestly, if that's not something I want to do, if that's not something I want to participate in, we are in a limo. What the hell am I supposed to do? Get up and leave? And if these are
right.
my coworkers, that's actually sexual harassment. If I don't want to be involved in this, you are now putting me into a sexual situation I don't want to be in. I'm in a
Yeah.
limo. Where am I going to go?
And I try to see if she just said no, that's not true. She didn't. She didn't say it wasn't true.
Because it's true. And like Marcella said, Marcella has receipts. You you can't put people in those positions. If you're not the type of person that's open sexually, and if me and my man are open sexually and you and your man are not, that's we just live two different lifestyles. But I can't just bust it wide open in front of you. That's harassment. And
That's
we're coworkers. And hell, at this point, you're an executive producer. So I could feel like maybe my job is in jeopardy if I don't play along or watch or engage or whatever the hell you're trying to have me do. This puts me in a really weird position sitting in a limo when we're driving God knows where and I can't get out. I'm stuck in this. That's crazy.
oh, sorry, Mr. Marcella. Yeah, I received the message. So basically, like if most one of the questions, if Moses didn't risk his freedom for a conversation with Destiny, what was the risk? What was the reason he risked it? I'm trying to figure that out. I was thinking
I
it's either because he really loves Destiny, he was trying to be around her, or two, it got to be something with like money or LeBeric. Some one of those two.
I think that Sunny had something to do with that too. I think she was trying to convince him, "Oh, you can do this, you can do that, you won't get any trouble." He had traveled down to Alabama before, however, he wasn't on film. He was there before.
Hmm.
He was there more than once. Like people had pictures of him, but nobody put him on TV. And as we know, ignorance of the law doesn't change the law. You can't go down there and like Sonny was saying, well, he didn't know. It's your job to know. You're on parole. It's your job to know what you can and can't do. And
Let's
so if you have a parole officer, let y'all tell it. Everybody watches the show. So why would you think your parole officer would be any different? Why? And then when these things happen and you have to deal with the reality of the situation, ignorance of the law doesn't change the law. You can't start crying and say, "Well, I didn't know." That's nobody's problem but your own.
right. I'm like, how long is he in jail for? A year or two?
I think he got maybe a year or two because there were other charges. There were other things that kind of was coming down the pipeline. He had other things going on, not just that parole violation.
Do you think once he's out, they'll bring Sunny and him back on?
No, I think she's going to try to hold on. I think she's going to try to stay in that space. But unfortunately, without Mel, there's no reason for Sonny because who's going to talk to you?
Yeah.
Without Mel, like literally, Sonny doesn't exist in this space without Mel because we don't need you. Destiny doesn't want to talk to you. She also doesn't want to argue with you. and nobody trusts you. So who you gonna talk to?
Sunny didn't help Moses out at all with her dumb behind responses. No, she didn't, honestly.
And
Made it worse.
well, what she was doing, it was like you have an issue with another woman, and you're using this man to go after this woman. I think that Sunny has an issue with Destiny personally that doesn't have anything to do with Moses.
And that's why I want to know what's the reason, because it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, I think it's something personal that Sunny has against Destiny that we don't know about, but she tried to hurt her with Moses, only for Moses to be making her look stupid because Moses is making you look dumb.
Do you remember when Destiny had said in one of the episodes this season that Sunny was fired?
Hmm.
So I'm like, what was it, that reason? Whatever reason as to why she got fired, and she's like, okay, I'm out for blood now.
I thought she got fired for talking too much. I actually thought she got fired for breaking the fourth wall. Knowing you're a producer, as a show's producer, there's supposed to be things that the viewers never get to find out.
Very true.
And Sunny took her tail up there on them damn lives, and because she was so annoyed, she just was talking and talking and talking. And then the day Marcella caught her in a lie, because she was so busy attacking Destiny, but she mentioned LeBaric. And so Marcella was like, well, why are you talking to LeBaric? And she said, huh? And then Marcella said, no, that's what you said. No, that's not. That's exactly what you said. You said you were talking to LeBaric. Why are you talking to this woman's ex-husband? And you know that they're going through a crazy custody battle. There's a lot going on in that situation. On
Mhm.
its own, there's a lot over there. Why would you, of all people, be communicating with that man? Please explain.
And I'm like, you risking your entire career to be a castmate? To
When you when you were in production. And
right.
you being behind the scenes should know better as to what you can and cannot say. You ought to know better,
Yeah, Marcella did eat her ass up. I was laughing.
baby. And not only did she do that, you had the other content creator up there admit that she did not fall into girl
Oh
code.
yeah. When Tay talks, I was like, yeah, she
Yeah.
basically
I
fell
didn't I
in
didn't
the
want to
trap
I
and
didn't want to
admitted.
say her name, but yeah.
No, it's fine.
It
It's whatever. Mm.
yeah. I feel like it's a bunch of messy mean girl stuff. And everybody's trying to find a way to attack everybody. And for whatever reason, everybody has like this chum in the water when it comes to Destiny, which leads me to believe Destiny knows something, has some information on somebody. There is something with Destiny and Mel. Mel is trying to destroy that girl, and there's something to that.
And she
You,
should be careful, because if you keep poking the fucking bear and taunting your ex best friend or just your colleagues, period, sooner or later they're gonna release all your skeletons.
yes, and I honestly believe that Destiny knows where the bodies are buried because I look at on one end she says Destiny's not her friend, then she says she was. I still sit in the fact of when you needed to get a rental car, you multi millionaires. Why your mama couldn't help you? Why your sophisticated ass brother couldn't help you? Why did you have to go to Destiny, the woman you said was not your friend? Why did she have to do it for you? Where are your real friends if
She ain't
Destiny
got
wasn't
none.
one?
She ain't got no friends.
Right. So you went to someone that you claim isn't even a friend to you. But what about your brother? What about your mother? What about other people? You don't have nobody in your life that you went to a woman that you claim was never there for you? Make that make
Mm.
sense.
I'm telling you, Melody is a scary ass hoe. I would not want to be friends with her.
Well, you couldn't be because she doesn't have. When Martel said that, she's never been able to live that down. That man says she does not have friends. She uses people, and when she's done with you, she throws you away. And that is one time when he articulated his thoughts properly. He was absolutely true. That was facts.
And I just wish she knew how to like speak up for himself.
I think he gets frustrated, especially because being that he's in these court cases, he
Mm.
has to be so mindful of what he says. And he's a hothead. When he gets mad, baby, that pot boils over real fast.
Hi.
And
Mhm.
it I feel like he short circuits. Like when he gets really mad, it's like that Wreck-It Ralph thing. Like he really short circuits and he can't get it together.
He needs to take, because I'm doing this too for my show. I'm taking public speaking classes, or like some type of speech therapy class to help him out,
Hmm.
because he needs to work on it.
Yeah, he got to get it together because I feel like he has his thoughts together. I just feel like he can't get them out. I feel like he can't express it.
I'm gonna tell you what I really believe. I believe that in the beginning, when Carlos went to them, they were separated. And
Yeah.
then they decided to get back together to make this money. But Mel, you know, drama sells, y'all. Carlos
Hmm.
was never looking for no, build this, build that. Drama sells. And then they made a pact at the very first reunion to stick together because they were whole and whole.
Hmm.
And he refused to stop messing with Ariane. And now I'm beginning to know why. I'm beginning to see that possibly threesomes were introduced into their marriage. I got a screenshot today, y'all, that they said that the person that he was messing with was Alana. And I got that in screenshot now. This came from Queen Sheba's mouth that he was messing with Alana. You know who Alana is? Alana was the girl they was gonna say that was sleeping with Marceau,
Yeah. Hmm.
but she didn't want to do that. And I screenshotted today when Queen Sheba was stating that he was sleeping with Alana and Mel said, "Oh, what y'all doing?" But I'm gonna tell you what I heard today because I was spent some time in the back office today in people's memberships. They're going to keep on trying to bring down Destiny. Queen Sheba even said today, "I hope Destiny lose her child."
Oh.
I'm gonna you can go over there
What
and
the
listen to her
hell?
video earlier today. She said, "I hope she loses her child." And see, and what is crazy about this? Do you know that you can care for somebody so much you hate them? You hate them because they are doing good. I believe she hates Destiny because Destiny is hanging out with her ops, her enemies.
Hmm.
And Miss Nell don't know what way to jump. She really don't know which way to jump. Like all over Facebook today, they are posting when Destiny was dancing with a lady. Well, Destiny went to an event, and
Hmm.
that event, it was only for women. You're supposed to dance together and all that kind of do. It was an event, and I can show y'all the invitation to the event, and it was nothing, crazy. But now they're bringing that back up on Destiny. But I'm gonna tell you what I also heard. I heard in Queen Sheba chat, Mel should sue. Mel should sue. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, if she sues, she's going to open her way up for a bad situation. One, they can say workplace harassment because she was actually that first season their production manager.
Hmm.
So they could say, we didn't participate and then we didn't want to say nothing all these years because we didn't want to lose our job.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She's got to be careful because they're pushing her to sue, sue, sue. And her own millimeters, the Gossip Girls, bought this online. Now, I had already had it from Vine 1977 on TikTok, but her people keep saying sue, sue. So this is what they plan to do. They say they plan to black out. If you're gonna black up, that means stop talking about the show because
Exactly.
every
Hmm.
time you hashtag somebody on that show, they get the credit. And they don't understand how to count, the views of people seeing it. And they only counting the views for the states. They not counting it for, somewhere else. I mean, they doing this show is worldwide. You got people in England watch this show. You got people everywhere watch this show. And I just feel if she throws them balls on that table about suing her castmates and Carlos, all those clips that ever hit the ground is going to resurface as evidentiary evidence for the production company, Carlos, and everybody. Because I'm sure that Carlos been seen Mel turning, and he been probably keeping receipts, all her text, everything she said about those folks, and is going to make it look like not them against her, but her using her authority because they held her secrets. Now, I want y'all to remember this. The first season, they agreed. not to talk about like people staying at Credit One and at night. And I'm going to tell you, I have a receipt that Sunny went to Mel's house and let Mel know that they was going to be, gang up together, them two. And
Mhm.
she gave Moses's driver's license that has his mother address on it. I got that receipt, and the person who sent it to me that was working for Mel told them to send it to Destiny. So it's been a plot, but see, Sunny, it didn't work out the way Sunny wanted it to work out. She thought being with Mel, then I'm gonna be able to get these supporters. If Mel has truly gone, be gone and heal. But the more your millimeters come after content creators, come after other people on the cast, you're elevating the show as you're arguing about them. As you're talking about
Hmm.
teacher, whether it's bad or good, you're elevating the show. And I believe when they went over there to that NAACP, Carlos had already set the ram on who the new people were going to be.
Yeah, that's the start of the new main cast.
That's what it is, and they have some things in store for everybody. And I don't know everything, but I know how they're going to set it up now. I know how it's going to be set up now, and it's going to be productive, and people are going to see it. And guess what? These people are going to slowly see that, okay, dig, I like the Scots. It's going to be crazy. Sunny did a live going to LeBerg's restaurant. Sunny also said on her own live that she saw him in a hookah place. Sunny be
She also
talking
said LeBeric messaged her in October.
October 17th.
Mhm.
But guess what? They had spoke before that because Mel connected them so that Sunny can lie to LeBeric about stuff that Destiny was doing, and it worked. So now I'm gonna tell you, in case you don't know, it was they're saying that Destiny lost her child, because LeBeric made sure he put it on Instagram yesterday that he had his son for the game.
So they run off that one little. Okay, that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alabama got some messed up laws. Do you know that until LeBeric agrees, Destiny can never move away from Alabama? But guess what? Ariane can move away from Alabama because she was never married to Martel. If you were in a marriage, you cannot move. Not like that's why Mel is trying to say that she's so scared of Martel
Hmm.
and so she can leave Alabama. But I'm gonna tell her they're gonna say you can leave, but your kids can't. And that's the crazy part. He's not in the military, he's not in the armed forces. I just feel that millimeters make it worse because now they're trying to knock down. Oh, it's all right for Mel to have gave her husband oral sex. Yes, it is
Yes,
all
it is
right for
fine.
a wife to do it, but she did it in front of others, and she was trying. They were in that car, that limousine I sent you. Remember, she pulled out a negligee in that limousine.
Yeah.
I sent you the picture, and she was trying to coerce the other couples to do that so it can be just like a orgy, and they did not participate.
And that's sexual harassment because
Right.
you can't force anybody into anything. I don't care if you're a swinger. That's your business. Live your life how you want to. That's fine. But you can't put that on other people. And then if you're an EP, that means people could feel like that could be considered grooming because you could feel as if, what if I don't get as many scenes? What if I lose my position
Yes.
on the show? This is the way I feed my children. If I don't participate and do these things that I had no desire to do, where does that leave me?
Right.
Right. And so they have not been saying anything to Mel. They let her get away. And I'm gonna tell you something. Every last one of them knew that things were going on. You know why? Because like pulling Marcel's tax records. Joe White, I showed y'all where he said Mel told him that, here's the tax records. I want you to say Marceau gave it to you. They've been clocking her for years. but they didn't know how to handle it because she was a producer. They was afraid they didn't have no screen time. They could actually take her to court and say she was our producer. She threatened us with this. This is how she treated us. And now you got her brother coming up saying, y'all need to say thank you to her. Y'all need to say, they have
Right.
told her thank you. They've told her thank you.
But they don't need to thank her for anything. What am
They,
I thanking you for? You're not even the reason I'm on the show.
well, y'all wait till I have my review next week. It's gonna blow your back out because I got some receipts from the dude. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Just put this in your mind. Marquez.
Hmm.
Marquez came onto the scene because Mel assumed Trisha slept with Martel and she wanted to hurt her. So she
Hmm.
fought the husband. Now, y'all gonna see Marquez really is infatuated with Mel. He done asked Martel, I mean Marceau, can you hook me up? He done came, he was at the cookout and saying she looked really good. And then he went to her little event. um, I was going to say Moet and mimosas. No, that bitch he ain't got no Moet. Mimosa, right? With Mel. And then he's going to bring her flowers on the stage and get on his knees. Do you think that she could have, like, love bombed him?
Yeah,
I would
to
say
suck
love
him in.
bomb.
Yeah, love bombed him to do these things. But he now has real feelings and he thinks he has a chance with
And
Mel.
he looks kind of
Yeah.
crazy acting like this too.
You wait till you
Yeah,
see this
he looks
text
like a
that
teen. He's acting like a teenager with a crush, and he's really
yeah.
flipping out.
Yes. Now you mean to tell me you gonna wait till this show goes into action, but you knew when the time that Mel and Martel was married, you heard your wife say she's meeting up with Martel, and you never said nothing to her about it. He's lying. He goes over there, and it's some of the bloggers that really shocked me. They're very good CCs, and they have jumped in to help Mel with this vendetta against the cast. And for a long time, I was the only one like speaking for the cast, and then other people started joining me, and that's the team we got today.
Wait, do you think it's because they were making money off of her? They were making good
I
money off
really
of her?
do.
Yes.
In a few minutes in your DM, I'm gonna send you a very strong CC. It says, I don't know why I hung with her that this long, but the money was good. It's gonna blow your back out who this CC is. But see, you know what? That's why they don't like me because I'm in these members only now. Oh, I'm a weirdo for being in the members only. No, I'm not a weirdo. You're saying stuff back there. You remember Tyler when
Yeah.
they was gonna come after you,
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember Queen Sheba
and
was
I
doing.
recorded that. Now, if I would, why do I gotta come out with receipts? And then when they come out, they can just say something. They can say, okay, this water is green, but it's very good for you, right? But I gotta come out with receipts. If I don't come out with receipts, I'm a liar.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm a liar. Now, when Destiny's up there, that's what they calling her all day. And for Queen Sheba to straight out say on her this afternoon video, the earlier one, I want Destiny's baby to be taken away from her over and over, and that Destiny's dealing with a witch. Well, no, Destiny wasn't dealing with a witch.
Mm,
She
mm,
was.
Mel is the damn witch.
No, no, they were dealing with a spiritual person. And that spiritual
Yeah.
person reached out to me and gave me every damn receipt and told me things that was going to happen to Mel, and it's happening right now.
this seems like this. Just seems very criminal.
No,
It's
but
criminal and demonic.
Yeah.
that day she had said something to me 3 days. That person came text me on my phone and said rebuke that dark spirit right now, rebuke it. And
Hmm.
I came on my live and said I rebuke what you said. And guess what? It changed Mel's conversation where she wasn't saying things 3 times.
Hmm.
Now, like I said, I believe in God and I believe in the devil. I'm Puerto Rican, so I believe in Santa Maria and I believe in the Lord. And I rebuked her, and she really don't want no problem with me, but she assigned people to us to come after her, come
Hmm.
after us. And when I was in the back chat, I heard who came after me. So you know what I did? I waited, but she never said my name. But I called her name to let her know. Then I know you coming after me. So knuckle up.
I just know that this is really going to affect Melody's career, whatever career
Oh
she
yeah.
has. Like she's not going to progress from this.
She messed up when she went after Sherelle. That's what messed up her career. Sherelle. Because is a blogger for VH1, BET, BET Plus, CBS, NBC.
Hmm.
Sherelle's a blogger for them. They give her information to put out.
Oh, I do remember when Sherelle was having like content. Well, speaking on the Melody and not Marcel, Martel situation. It's the M's for me. It's too many M's.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so
you
when she
you
did
you get
that
all
fucked her
the
up right
muzz.
there. Now I want you to, I sent you some stuff, and I want you to look at the DMs of the two bloggers speaking, but one of them is a gun ho blogger for male.
Oh Lord.
You see him?
Sorry. Oh Lord.
I ain't gonna tell y'all who the bloggers is, but let me read it to you.
Oh.
And you went through more than me. I got roped into a lawsuit, and when it all and it's all BS. By the way, you got to know you're the one of few people in this sector I can see myself hanging out with. Online, offline. Like I would like to hit the clubs with you and you're cool as fuck. But the strong blogger from Mail said, I asked myself the same question. Why the fuck am I here? It's so motherfucking draining. I think I got addicted to the money, but this inspired me. Thanks. Keep your head up. Do you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
And you see who it came off. And see, that's what they don't like about me. They don't like that I have these motherfucking receipts. And it hurts them. Now, Ebony the Best been kicked off the hill, y'all. I mean, she was crying just last week because Van and Mel won't even talk to her. Hmm. Girl,
They
when
need your feelings.
when I say I got some receipts over here for your ass now, here's a receipt. I want you to read this because it says, okay, so they were in a hotel room. I'm sure they had a suite until I think she's talking about Alana. Y'all, Alana Martel's whatever she's supposed to be. So they thought they could get a quickie in. Oops. She realized that she said the name. Oops.
Mm.
I sent it to you. You got it?
Yeah, so wait, so I'm a big so Alonda was
The beautician.
Melody's hairstylist.
Yes, she was
Hmm.
even Tisha's hairstylist. But then Mel was feeding Tisha rumors, right? And Alana was supposed to come through and say this, but Alana got scared because Alana had a baby that they were trying to say that it was Marceau's. But Alana baby daddy was in prison. And she wasn't gonna play and say this baby was Marceau's.
Hmm.
And after she seen what happened to Ariane coming out as the side chick, and that she said, I have a beauty shop. I can come out and do this. Remember, Mel kept saying that, I think it was 2 reunions ago. Well, I got somebody that Marceau was sleeping with, what Marceau was sleeping with. That lady
Hmm.
was like, I'm not going to ruin my damn business behind no lie. I have not been with that man. And but it seems like Mel lost her marriage and she was trying to make everybody else lose their marriage.
She was
Like,
scorned.
hmm,
Very well. She still is
Hmm.
scorned.
yes, and that's why she's
Hmm.
fucking with LeBaric. And I can tell you that's why she's fucking with LeBaric. I can tell you she got Sunny set up to try to take Destiny down, but Sunny wasn't strong enough. Because, see, Sunny thought it was going to be her and Destiny, but then the bloggers got involved.
Hmm. Oh my god. Okay, because for a moment I was thinking, did Alonda, Melody, and Martel have a threesome? Were they messing around with each other?
Yeah, I need you to hear it.
Hmm.
Now, I'm gonna give y'all this tea right quick. Remember when Mel came on? She was in her kitchen. She said, "Crew, have I ever been sleeping with a woman? Have I ever been sleeping with a woman?" Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got proof. Listen, all I got to do is say LeBlanc
Mm.
Hotel in Mexico and the hotel in Jamaica. Okay, believe me, the people I got sending me shit is people who worked directly for her. And you know what I do when they send me when they tell me something, baby? She said you can go out and go in behind the scenes and say it. I said you need to send me a receipt, and I need
Right.
you to send me an affidavit that this is true. I will pay for it. You write a letter on a piece of typing paper and you go get it certified and notarized that this is the truth. This is the date. This is the time that you worked for her. And I need that. Until I get that, I ain't coming out telling none of your tea.
Now, I'm not even surprised now regarding what they were saying about her and her poom poom in Africa, her being international.
Mm.
I wouldn't be
She
surprised.
said that. No, she said that. She
Oh,
sat on that show and said, I have international cooch. And when
oh,
her people came out and said, oh no, you can't speak like that. You can't talk like that. She came back and retracted it. Those words came out of her mouth. Nobody said she had international cooch. She did.
Right.
Those were her words.
And I'm going to take, see it, girl. I can sit here and send you a whole bunch of receipts. It is just so crazy. I need to really empty my phone out. So I'm going to start filtering all these receipts to everybody else. But um, that's why they play with me and they don't want to, because I pull receipts out from 2020, 2021. They don't know what I have. And when they delete those things, I get it. Now,
and
my,
they be killing me when they delete it. No, keep it up.
mm-hmm,
Well, what
Keep
they
your
forget
stuff
is it doesn't matter if they delete it or not. What they forget, first of all, they tell on each other.
up.
And they also forget people keep receipts. The reason why we're sitting around here right now saying that she's sleeping with that lady husband is because of one of her big time CCs put it out there. We
right.
wasn't even thinking
Right.
about that man.
And they
You said
made
he was security.
$800 super chats.
Mm, mm.
They
Yeah,
made
you said he was security, and we thought he was security. All of a sudden now we seeing him laid up on your couch. His
The
weapon is not
shoes,
near
y'all.
him. Like, what is that? That's
and
not
you
securing the
know
perimeter. I thought you were scared.
a weapon being on somebody YouTube can get your page removed.
Hmm.
Not only that, she was the one that posted him with his ring on at first, and then she said he was married. But like months after that, she posted him without his ring on.
And said it's gonna be a long week. Why
Mm.
is it going to be so long? Why were you taking, when you were selling those goalies and they were talking about the ashwagandha is good for your libido, and you were chewing them damn things up like it was Pez? She was tearing them up. Oh, I need these. I need these. Why you need them? Because all we know is you out there with that lady husband. What you need them for? Huh? Why you need them? And the next day when she went live, baby, that wig was twisted and balled all up on the back of her neck and on the top of her damn head. Is that why you needed them?
I'm just waiting on his wife to come out.
I don't think Tanya is gonna come out, but I noticed she done came out to the Birmingham court already.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, well, that's where she should go. Come on out, go on in that room.
She's very
And
private, and she also, y'all, do a hair care line.
Oh, interesting.
but I wonder, like, why would you? To me, I feel like they're actually attacking her because why does she need to be collateral damage for anything? Like them saying, "Oh, Neill is out here checkmating people." How do you checkmate somebody with someone else's husband? And who are you checkmating? Because
Right.
let you tell that you don't care about Martel. So who are you trying? Whose feelings are you trying to hurt? Which means leads me to believe you and Martell still sleeping together, and y'all still trying to one up each other.
If
Cause
she's
that,
still sleeping with him, her millimeters would be
well,
so upset.
I
well,
think
here's
they
my
both
thing
have a
though.
high
Uh,
sex drive.
Absolutely, but in that conversation, remember when she was saying that he contacted her and he wasn't supposed to?
Mhm.
All those big ass blue bubbles, that was her talking.
Right.
That those little conversations, those one line, one word answers that were on the left in
Hmm.
black and white, those were Martell's responses. And if you look now, if you go back to look at that episode, that part of the show is no longer there. She was talking to him. While you want to say he not supposed to talk to me, you were talking to him, ma'am. You
And he
trying to
kept
read.
receipts.
Right. And you want to read the part you only want us to see. But when you look at them big ass chat bubbles, those conversations, those paragraphs, that was her talking to him, not the other way around.
Well, Stormy did say she did see them around town with each other, hanging
Yeah.
around.
And remember, Carson said she saw they all get along just fine. And they got mad at Carson for saying it too.
So I'm like, is she pretending because of her millimeters? Because the millimeters, they're her like her bank. They pay her
Baby,
bills.
I think that hook and that curve still got her hook and she can't curve it.
I sent you a picture with Mel with two different men. Look in your DM.
Oh,
I think that hook and that curve still got her ass hooked. I don't think she's been able to let that go.
that's that international pom pom. That's that international pom pom. She even got the sloppy booty.
She got a drunk booty.
Let me stop that. I'm being mean. Let me stop. I'm trying to body shame.
Well, my thing is, and what I said, because people kept saying you can't body shame her. Here's the thing: you can't. To me, body shaming is something that you can't help. I can't help how God, put you together. But if you go out here and you get a botched BBL, I can talk about that because
Yeah.
God didn't do that. You did it.
I'm like, was that implants? What the hell was that?
Child, I don't know if you've ever saw the woman that got the botched BBL and they put breast implants in her behind instead of like butt implants, and she could flip it back and forth like up and down, and that's what Mel's butt looks like. She looks like that girl that got breast implants put in her behind. Cause it's like, what did they do? Like, why? No, ma'am, it don't look right. You got a bad one.
And she
She
was
be
really trying to keep this shit a secret. I'm looking at the. She was really trying to keep this a secret.
she be in Atlanta a little too much, honey. You could have went to and got that Dr. Carr's package. Dr. Curves is right there in Atlanta. He always running a good little special. You could have went on down there and got yourself together.
Wait, who?
Dr. Curves.
Dr. Kurz. Wait, is that the one? No, I'm thinking about Dr. Miami.
No, Dr. Curves is a black doctor. He's a black plastic surgeon that
Black
does
is
that
a brown
does all the
looking.
BBLs. Well, not all of them, but does a lot of BBLs in Atlanta.
Well, you guys, I gotta go to the gym. I'm trying to lose 15 more pounds by end of April, so I gotta stick with this
Huh.
routine.
Inspiration. I need to get my
I
butt up.
sent you 30 text messages.
Okay. I'm
They
shocked by that picture, though. I'm really shocked by that picture.
no, when I tell you that I got receipts that will blow this whole YouTube up.
Oh, child. I'm not surprised that's the reason why she left the show. I don't think she left for good, but she left to save her
But I
ass.
want y'all to see who got mad because the person wasn't gay. And that person disappeared for a long time and just came back.
Mm, mm, mm. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all
Oh,
go.
thank you for letting me come up. You have a good night and a good workout.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for
You
letting
guys
me bust
too.
y'all spot. I bust y'all spot.
Before you go to bed. Bye, Marcella.
I'm going to be a bad.
Bye. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.